Hello, everybody. So, 3 hours ago, Cardfly Vanguard have announced that they are going to drop the Ghost meets Gale start deck in like September 17th, which is like around 3 months from now. So a lot of times to hype this up, which nobody probably going to care anyways, unless Lego Monasterio play it, unless they're tier 0 deck. People are gonna start playing this deck now, which I doubt because they don't really want Lego Monasterio as a tier 0 meta. So that's kind of out of the way. Around like four pictures with like both are the same. So I'm just gonna run through this. Now I can't do Japanese for shit, so I just put it in Gemini, and Gemini actually delivers. Oh my god, they actually like the Gemini actually did the fronts. Oh my god, it is actually so terrifying. But anyways, actually, if you've been living under a rock and you don't know, Bushiro just like did stuff. They have this manga featuring these two. FYI, you can check this in like they have like a page for this. You can just go into like the Twitter in X, I mean, not Twitter. Yeah, you can find a link to read and read. Like they have like 17 manga panels so far. I guess. Okay, but this is not the main topic of this video, so we're gonna back. This is just like introduction and some stuff. We have Labna, which like in Japanese is like Rubuna, but it's definitely not Rubuna because it sounds so ass. So it's gonna be Rabna. Okay, it's gonna be Rabna from Dark States. You can already see in the design that she's not really straightforward girl. I don't know, but yeah, she's introvert. She came here. Okay, we got Santi, which is your typical Kiaru. We already had Kiaru in like set 3, which is like Kyoka. She's from Dragon Empire. You can see like the bee has freaking horns. She's talented Gang, does everything else. So we got a very unironic duo about introverted girl who is probably a girl failure because you can already see. Okay, the two opposite in species and personalities join hands in a single dream to become idol. Wow. Anyways, we got a third page. This is the original. If you can, if you can translate it yourself, you can translate yourself, mate. So includes the W. I have no idea what does W mean. Like, W protagonist from Ghost meets Gale. Blah blah blah. All of the cards included. Out of all of the cards, it's total 3 cards, which will be triple R. So, what this tells us is we're gonna gamble 2 of this triple R actually. Gamble 2 of this triple R, which one fixed type may just be like a Vanguard. Definitely a Vanguard triple R because Vanguard supports triple R or some stuff. Well, doesn't really tell us that much, but we're gonna have some. I guess we might have to gamble a little bit because, of course, we love gamble in Star Deck too. Yes, include original manga character, blah blah. Definitely Sergeant Lucian, and we got a repeat for Sentinel. Wow, in booster pack. This is not a booster pack. More PGs and over trigger. I have actually no idea what these triggers are. Oh, I do think this old trigger will be the angel because of the of the name Grisio. Okay, I feel like we don't actually need it because we already have PG's reprints from like not that long time ago, and OT. I don't know. Some people just don't use the lyrical OT, but I guess it's nice to have some more reprints. I guess. We also have reprints of regular piece. It's really nice. One special reprint card is all included. I have no freaking idea. So I think that's all they have. So they would probably just stream this and spoil the card text first, which they've been doing that for a while, so it doesn't really matter that much. What I think this would probably be, it's maybe they would probably not be a different distinct archetypes that would probably work together as like teams because that's how exactly this deck's supposed to be, and I don't think they would make like 2 different archetypes from like just Rabna and Sansi. So it might be a cross ride. I speculated it might be a cross right, because how would it actually work as like two characters are in the same archetype in the same deck? Or maybe they just didn't. Maybe they just don't tell us it's like two different style deck, but that would be like that wouldn't make any sense. So it might be a cross right. I think it's a cross right. And actually, Bushido has been like putting cross right, like the icon deck. They both started deck, right? I have actually they have talked about the booster pack, but they didn't actually talk about booster pack. They talk about like the reapings and booster pack. So the booster pack would probably be out in like the month after September. I have no idea what's month after September. Anyways, so we are probably going to get the next Lyrical Monasterio set in the next month. I'm gonna be very excited because in the original comic cover, I think the first art, they have I think I'll show it in the edit. So we have these two featuring Lapland Santi and Alessio and Felty Rosa in the back. Felty Rosa and way back. In the manga panels, they Felty Rosa actually like she appeared in like three pages, which is a lot. Alessio is in like 2 pages, which is quite nice because it might just be a sign of more support. Ooh, interesting. We might get Alessio and Felty Rosa support in the next Lego Monasterio set, and hopefully just more support because well, more supports the better. The good support, the better, even more better. We got good actual support. We're gonna have a start deck, and we're gonna have support right after that. So it is pretty nice. We can see some of the new Lyrical Monasterio units. It would be bad if these two are like a bad deck because they are so hyped up. I think every single Lyrical Monasterio booster pack have their own meta, and I think the last booster pack was definitely a flop. Like I have to say that, even though my glorious queen Sienna has a new form. She sucks ass, by the way. I wanted to do a video on that, but I'm too freaking lazy to do it. I actually think that the last booster pack of Liquid Monasterio are a definite flop because we actually don't really see any change of the meta there. I don't know. I might be wrong, but yeah, that's just like another thing. So hopefully we get more of news on this, and I definitely hope this deck is going to be interesting at least because we already incorporating 2 units. They would make it interesting, right? Definitely not just like Counter Blast 1 resend, Soul Blast 1 gets +1 drives. Oh yes. Definitely more than that, right? I'm fine with triple drives, I'm fine with Counter Blast resend regards, but just make it more interesting. So I would have to take it as far as Dragon Empire. In the last couple of sets, we have like what? We have like Kalissa. I can't remember. Ras Blast or Ras Blaze or some stuff. That is a restand rearguard, and it has a pretty good. Actually, it just plays around rearguard. So wait, actually, both of the Dragon Empires just play around rearguards. Kalissa and like Ras Blast. Okay. Actually, any more Dragon Empire? I don't really know, but Dragon Empire is supposed to maybe in Lyrical just build a board easily, and also missed like maybe retiring and just like board destruction in general. And Ghost, what we've seen so far is just Felty Rosa, I think, if I can remember. We just have Felty Rosa. Felty Rosa does have no fucking idea, just bling the Saki. The deck just sack. The deck just like made to sack, and if you don't sack, you suck. This deck sucks. So okay, I literally have no idea, just speculating. I think it will just do both. Maybe filter the deck, and it would be very interesting if they have like 2 different playstyle, but they blended it together because they have 2 people and they're like Dragon Empires. They are like a ghost and a gal and stuff. So yeah, I'm just like talking a bunch of stuff. So I think that's some stuff at the end of the video. So like yeah, I'll do more video on the Monasterio if I wanted to. So don't subscribe, I guess. Anyways, Lyrical Monasterio gang, peace out.